Ever wondered how INFJs react when they get mad? First up, they might employ the silent treatment. You see, when INFJs are upset, they might not say much, but don't be fooled, this isn't them ignoring the issue. Quite the contrary, they're processing, analyzing, and deciding on the best course of action. It's their way of expressing disappointment or irritation without causing unnecessary conflict. So remember, silence from an INFJ is not ignorance but a sign of their brewing anger. Secondly, INFJs might resort to cold hard logic. When anger stirs within them, these emotionally intelligent individuals pivot their approach. Instead of showcasing their usual empathy and understanding, they become champions of logic and facts. It's like their emotions take a back seat, allowing reason to take the wheel. Their words become more analytical, their tone more detached. It's as if they've morphed into a rational robot, devoid of sentiment. When an INFJ starts sounding more like a scientist than a friend, know that they are not happy. Thirdly, watch out for when an INFJ withdraws. This reaction is all about self-preservation. When an INFJ is upset, they may tend to pull back from the source of their frustration. They seek solitude, a safe haven where they can regroup and reassess. In this quiet space, they recharge their emotional batteries, soothing their ruffled feelings and striving to regain their inner equilibrium. It's not about ignoring the problem, but rather finding a peaceful resolution. An INFJ in retreat is an INFJ dealing with anger. Fourth on the list is the heartfelt conversation. The INFJ, known for their introspective nature, will often need time to process their feelings. Once they've done this, they seek resolution through dialogue. They'll invite you into a space of open and honest communication, desiring to discuss what triggered their anger. This is not about blame but understanding and growth. They believe in the power of conversation to heal and resolve. When an INFJ wants to talk, it's their way of resolving the anger. Fifth, we have the rare emotional outburst. Now, INFJs are known for their high self-control, maintaining a tranquil exterior even in turbulent times. But every now and then, when their patience is stretched thin and their limits breached, the calm sea becomes a tempest. This emotional outburst, as infrequent as it might be, is a sight to behold. It's a raw, unfiltered expression of their pent-up frustration and anger. Remember, an emotional outburst from an INFJ is a sign of extreme anger. Sixth, beware the INFJ's cutting words. We're now going to delve into the realm of verbal expression, a channel that INFJs, usually gentle and understanding, may resort to when their anger reaches a certain threshold. Imagine an INFJ, someone typically known for their empathetic and considerate nature, suddenly turning to sharp, incisive words. This, my friends, is not an everyday occurrence. It's a clear indicator of the depth of their anger. INFJs are masters of language, often using words to heal, to understand, to connect. But when they're pushed to the edge, their words can also wound. The eloquence they usually use to inspire can become a tool for expressing their discontent. Remember, INFJs don't enjoy conflict. If they're using cutting words, it's because they feel deeply wronged. They're trying to communicate their pain. So, when an INFJ's words turn sharp, it's a clear sign of their anger. Finally, the ultimate sign of an INFJ's anger is the infamous door slam. This isn't a literal slamming of a door, but it's as impactful, if not more. Imagine a psychological barrier erected, a bridge burned, a connection severed. It's the INFJ's way of saying, no more. The door slam is a defensive mechanism, a self-preservation act when they feel that their emotions and values have been gravely violated. They withdraw into themselves and shut out the source of their distress. It's not an easy decision, nor a hasty one. It's the culmination of a series of frustrations, disappointments, and betrayals. You see, an INFJ is an empathetic and patient personality type. They're often the peacemakers, the nurturers, but when their patience is tested time and again, when their attempts at understanding and compromise are continuously thwarted, they may resort to the door slam. It's not about being vindictive or punishing the other person. It's about protecting their peace, their mental and emotional well-being. It's about establishing boundaries where none were respected. Understand that the door slam is not a flippant action. It's a cry of desperation, a last resort. It's the INFJ's way of saying, enough is enough, I can't take it anymore. So, when an INFJ slams the door, they have reached the peak of their anger. It's a sign that they've had enough. Remember, it takes a lot to push an INFJ to this point. When they slam the door, it's often closed for good.